Good day, everybody. Afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you. Morning, brunch, lunch, tea, dinner, pudding, dessert, breakfast. Cheers, coffee, all of the above. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Good of you. Right, where were we? Well, yesterday we ended up with ATS miles ahead. They ended up on 265 400 euros, 265,400 euros, 30 garages and 146 trucks. So we've got 10 more trucks, 2 garages. So it looks like we're still filling up a garage here, and then we're going to need a trailer. So ATS got a bit of catching up to do. What are we? 3 p.m. Let's have a look where we are. British Columbia, which I think we have a garage there now, so we can go anywhere we like. Now, DFA, we're with them? I think we are. Which when I start thinking, things turn awry, because my thinking ain't good for me. It never pans out. Yep, that doesn't, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on that side, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's right. Well, we're not with DFA. G'day, Causey. How are you, buddy? You all good, mate? Doing well? Hope so. All right, Lena, we're definitely with, aren't we? And then again, I might be thinking of ETS. I've already been wrong once today, and that's just the first of every other time I'll be wrong, which is all the time. With the occasional 50-50 I get right. Lena, yes, we are with them. And UOP, yes, we're with them. And ENJ Keller Winery, I don't believe we're with those guys. Right, so there's our options. So we've got number 1 here, huge delivery all the way down to New Mexico, the top of New Mexico, a place we've never been, for the same amount of hours as we did a delivery yesterday on ETS. Yeah, I'm not too bad, buddy. A bit tired, actually, but light-headed. Second one, that one goes all the way into Ontario. It's somewhere else we haven't been, and that's for 110. How much was that for? 106. Number 3. Is there someone knocking on my door? I don't know. They should know better. They should know that I'm streaming. Number 3 is a short trip into into Northwest Territories, which apparently we've never been there. So that's number 3. Number 4, the last one, is instead of going straight across there, we go up and back down. Okay, sure. You say so. Into Alberta. It's also a place we've never been. So we've got options here of going to where we've never been. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. And this is a bit of a chance for you to get involved if you so choose. You can let me know what delivery you'd like to take by putting in the number that corresponds with the delivery you like. So this would be number 1, again, all the way down to New Mexico. Number 2 will be all the way into Ontario, and number 3 is just up the road into the Northwest Territories, and number 4 is up the road and down the road, up the road, across the road and down the road into Alberta. That's number 4. You just get 30 seconds starting now to put your vote into chat 1, 2, 3 or 4, and we'll see who wins while I take a sip of my coffee. We've got to vote for number 2. Actually, I didn't see how long that line was. It's a bit longer, 48 hours. All the way through Canada. We've got another 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone else with a opinion, a wish, a want, a need? Oh, it's taking votes for the moment. No, it's number 2 it is. Well, looks like we only get the 1 delivery today as of yesterday. It also depends. No, we're not farming sim. Other button to start the truck up, buddy. Don't have to go far. No beeping, it's not on. We're going to need some diesel as well. Mind you, we should be able to get to the night. What are we in crash cam for? That's right, I've got the indicator for the brakes on this one, which will be hopefully a little helpful. They've been playing up a bit more today than they did yesterday.
Turn right. Go straight.
As we all do, speed up to get through the lights just in case. Look at that brake indicator. If you can't see it, I'll zoom in. Yeah, really bad. Had to hit the up brake quite a few times then. I found today I'm farming, so I'm actually hitting the accelerator will stop it if I'm driving slow. Over here somewhere. Over there, I'm guessing. So, the big question today, will ATS grab the lead back? My answer to that is no. I don't think so. But we have to wait and find out, won't we? Let's go. I'm just going to have to see how quickly the money comes in. Oh, actually, whilst I think about it, definitely making more over the last 7 days by $1 million by the looks of it compared to ATS, 1.1 mil. So how is it not catching up? Oh, if I remember rightly, yesterday when we looked at it, 7 days profit and ETS was about 3.6. Skeptical, hey, how are ya? Yes, I do. Yes, I do use a manual shifter. It's the only thing on my wheel that's currently working correctly. Well, except for the fact I do find it a bit of a hassle to get into reverse these days. But a lot better than the other things going, with my accelerator sticking, my accelerator engaging the brakes for some reason, and my brakes sticking constantly, and buttons on the wheel not working.
Turn right. Turn right.
Can't complain, but I do. It's had a good life. I've had 5 years use out of it, and I've probably used it as much as anyone else would probably get 10 years use out of it. All the farming sim and everything, trucking that I've been doing with it. I used to play a lot of farming sim. I'd play all day, so can I beat the red light? Oh, I was going to say it's still 19. Anyway, how are you, bud? You all good? Enjoying your weekend?
Turn right.
Got the rain. We had rain for most of yesterday's stream. Oh no, we don't have a ultra slow setting. Got to keep an eye on that money because we desperately need to get trucks as soon as we've got enough, so we can catch up to What should we call it? You can't get it to work. Okay, what wheel have you got? I might be able to help you if it's the same as mine. The main reason I got the wheel was for farming sim because I played it so much. It makes a huge difference, especially with all the buttons and also setting the shifter up to do certain things. I've got the shifter to set up to attach, to lower, to start the machine, to unload, put the pipe out, to unfold. Nope. Plan thwarted. Ah, the brake. And it's still on. Ooh, see, it's coming on when I hit the accelerator pedal. See, if you can see it jumping up and down, I've just got the accelerator pedal on. Hey! There, you deserve to get taken out by that truck, you bastard. Oh, we forgot to go and fix the truck yesterday in ATS. What an absolute idiot, Mr. Magoo. Get your license revoked. Oh, hang on, we're straight there. Truck dealers. What are we in, Volvo? Let's get the Volvo up and running and making us money. We need to catch up, desperately catch up to ATS, who are well ahead of us. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's this one. It is now. British Columbia. No, your fault. What? Oh, okay. Tennessee. No. Alabama. That's the one. No. I give up. New Mexico. Where the heck was the last? Kansas? Wyoming? Missouri. That was at Missouri. He says when he finally figures it out. But we were supposed to go down there. Too late now. I thought I was the same with you. That's why I grabbed the delivery from here, Cuzzy. Same thing as you. So we'll try and... there was a guy in there, wasn't it? We're going to try and remember to go there. That won't happen because, like I said, pretty much this is probably the only delivery we're going to be making. The 47-hour trip now. Of course, that's trying to remember. That's 2 hours driving, real time, but of course you've probably got to add another half an hour on top of that. We had one yesterday, I think it was 42 hours if you weren't there for the ATS stream, and that took the whole stream. There's be more than 4 hours in it because it'll be another 15, 18, 21 minutes, half an hour. Yeah, it's probably going to be about a 3-hour drive. As well as the bits in between we've got to do, which buy new trucks, buy new garages, buy new trailers. Yesterday we got our 30th garage, so we ended up buying, right at the end of the stream, buying a brand new truck for me to drive, and we ended up with a Volvo, which I've got to finish off. We've got to do the interior when we start next week, and then we're out and about on it. And we're supposed to be in crash cam for another, what, we've got 3 hours before we sleep, so crash cam for another 3 hours. Oh, there's a lovely sound. The engine roar. Gotta give it a rev. Logitech G Farm Simulator Heavy Crew. Oh, okay, the old, yeah, I know the one. That one I can't help you with. Oh, there goes the brakes again. Stuck on, they're really bad. Really, they would. I mean, they were a lot worse than yesterday when I was playing Farming Sim this morning, but not this bad. This is. But it always seems worse in Trucking Sim. Yeah, the old Logitech, when it came out, it was a different one, and then they sold it Logitech board, the right sort or something like that. Yeah, I can hear the brakes engaging. Why is it only 46 miles an hour through here? Well, I do believe I know people that had it, the same one, before Logitech took over, and used it for ATS and found it handy, the panel. I'm pretty sure it can be done. Have you got G-Hub? Logitech G-Hub software? No, do the same thing. I'm going to risk it and try and too many there to get in front of. It's forever going to irritate me, the slow driving in the wet weather. Did you try and... were you having trouble with ATS with that on? I mean, as long as ATS picks it up, the wheel, I don't know about the panel. The panel you might have to need the Logitech software for. So you can assign the different buttons to the keys. That's what I had to do with mine, like bringing up the buttons down the bottom, which bring up menu and all that kind of stuff. I reassign them. The keys to the horn. The select button does this. As I assigned it to the horn key for that one, and the air horn key, which is the menu button, assigned it to that. Which I can only do with Logitech software. I couldn't do it through ATS to assign them as the set keys because I default there. Drive with no control. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It should, I mean, it should pick it up. It's a wheel after all. Yes, it's designed for farming sim, but surely they could let you the ability to use it with other trucks. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, I think Squirrel, if you don't know who Squirrel is, he was pretty much the number one, or the number one truck simulator streamer, YouTuber. And he did farming for a while, the farming sim. And I think he got one and then used it with ATS and ETS. But I also know a lot of people got rid of that wheel, they didn't like it. Saying that, I also know a lot of people do like it, so. Yeah, I ain't getting past those fellas, am I? I wonder if there's a mod that disables these guys from going slow. Like I said, I don't mind the odd car or truck going slow in the rain. It's kind of realistic because there are people out there who do drive like that, but the majority of us just still drive at the same speed, don't we? We just brake a little earlier for corners than we normally would in the dry, or brake for a corner we normally wouldn't brake for in the dry. But for the most part we all do the same speed. Which is, yeah. Probably a good idea. Like I said, I use my farm sim and I got the G29 over the G920, which is essentially the same wheel, but the G920's for Xbox and the G29's for PlayStation, but both can be used on PC. And the reason I chose the G29, the PlayStation one, is because it had two more buttons on it than the G29 does, which pans out handy. So I've got all the buttons set up for a lot of the things of the farming sim. For the main ones, and like I said, I use the shifter as well, and I assign the shifter because I go in and G-help and assign the gears to certain keys. So like I've got gear 2 assigned to X for unfolding. Is it X that unfolds? It isn't it, and Q is to attach, which is gear 1. Gear 3 I've got it set to lower the implements. Gear 4 is to start the implements. Gear 5 is unload, and gear 6 I think is to pipe out for the harvester. And it works a treat. Obviously there's a lot of keys that don't assign to, especially if you're using like forklifts, telehandlers, forestry, but I don't use them anymore. I got over those in 17 by 17. I got over forestry in 15 because I did it so much because it was the first time we had forestry. And I burnt myself in forestry. I did a little bit in 17 and then haven't touched it since. Telehandlers and all that, I just got over it now. I don't bail anything, it all just goes loose and it goes into a hay dryer or something like that. When I get the money, when I'm starting from scratch, I use them. I've almost got enough for another truck. Right, we need to find a place to sleep, and I don't think there's many options around here because we're in the middle of nowhere. Out in the wop-wops, as we would say down here. Way out in the wop-wops. Let's zoom out our Google Maps here. No, nothing. I might have to pull over and speed up the time. If I can find a spot to pull over for the night. And I'm going to keep an eye on it because I've got a suspicion advancing time screws with the delivery, the remains time there. I've got 66 hours. 23-hour difference at the moment. Jump into cab view for the next day's ride. There's definitely nothing around, is there? I was a bit sceptical about going onto the grass. We had a bit more room here on the side. Actually, I wonder. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, I think we're good. I think we're good. We will do this. We will do this. Actually, I'll get it down so I'm in 5th gear. Right, so, I'm just curious. 66 hours. Advance time to 6. Which is... Because you get ready, I think it is. This one is G set time, isn't it? Not like the other one set traffic. This one's set underscore time. Then 6 for 6 o'clock. There we go, 57 hours. So it doesn't. That worked a treat, didn't it? Let's get back into cab view. Let's get rid of one of those mirrors. Let's change that. Let's bring that down. Back there, and let's go buy a couple of trucks. We've got enough for a couple of trucks before we set off in the morning. Do all the paperwork first off. Buy online as per usual. This time, let's go straight to Missouri since we know a guy and a girl. 2 to go. Oh, there. 1 to go. Nice. We're getting through that quick. Maybe it will catch up to ATS at this rate. I doubt it though. I'm still not... I still don't think ATS will grab the lead back, but... We're only going to know at the end of the stream if that's the case or not. Another female. We desperately need to find recruitment agencies. I had a thought yesterday during yesterday's stream, which we might start it next week if I remember. As far as recruitment agencies go, if we've got the time, as we're going past the city, we'll just see if there's a recruitment agency there on the map and then go and discover it. Not raining. Not for another 5 minutes.
Go straight.
What we also need is a better speed limit. Because 46 is ridiculous. Trying to remember to drink my coffee, and like yesterday when I had half left when I went and had my break. It's already cold. But another cold day today. Not like, as I said, it's not like normal temperatures for this year, but a bit cooler. 12 degrees, 1 degree. 1 degree more than yesterday. Why have you stopped? For no particular... Oh, I see. Whoa, hey! Right, we're definitely going to need diesel. Mind you, that is a better look to it than the one on GPS. I'm just coming up to quarter of a tank. Overtake this. No, he's doing the speed limit though. I was hoping for a much quicker takeoff than that. Oh, come on, come on. Just. There are 57,000. Now that's the best. Yesterday, what was the best? I saw 36, but I didn't see them all. But 57,000. Look at that. We're almost ready for another truck. 2 seconds after we bought 2 of them. Like I said, I don't understand. We looked at yesterday's 7-day profit and it was 3.6 million for ATS, and this one's 4.7. So I don't understand how exactly ATS is this far behind ETS. And why it hasn't caught up. Especially when getting amounts like that, 57,000. I think that's the best I've ever seen. Yeah, I use those words again, I think. Which means I've probably seen better. No, actually, not probably. I definitely would have seen better. It's getting a bit cold again. It was cold this morning, I'll tell you what. It was real cold this morning. I slept in. And now I got up and cold, and then about an hour and a half ago, it just got hot. Which is really weird, because last night it was really cold. It was down to almost 0 degrees. I had the heater on, but not on high or anything. And I was sitting here and I was sweating. And then, yeah, get up and it was cold. Actually went to put the heater in my room on, which I normally do an hour before I go to bed, and I was sat there and I went, I don't actually need to put this on, but I'm going to. It's not that cold. And got up this morning, oh, it was cold. It was cold, and then it got warm rather quick. Like I said, instantaneous. It went from cold to warm. And now it feels like it's getting cold again. We're gonna need some fuel. Why's my notification sounds on that? Because it's my main phone. I need them on. Ooh, I was going to overtake him. I'm going to drop it into 15th gear. Give me a bit more torque. Well, the other problem with doing this too is I'm going to run out of diesel really quick, and there's hardly any garage stations, is there? Oh no, I can see one coming, I can see one coming. He's brake checking me now. If you weren't going so... Oh, okay. Change in speed limit. Why? Why is it 43? In the middle of nowhere. It makes no sense. Anyone explain it to me? Because I, for the life of me, can't figure out. $43 miles an hour. I'm trying to think what that is in kilometres, because they use kilometres, don't they, here? Is it a mistake because this is Route 43? And there's a modding mistake done? Oh, come on, come on. We get some speed up, and we'll be able to get past this as well as be able to attack that hill. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, 110. So it should go up to 68. I'm pretty sure 43 is like 70 kilometers an hour. 50 is 80. 50 miles an hour is 80, I'm sure of it. Ooh, am I going to get up without needing to change gear? Let's go. Let's eat up some balls. Look at that money coming in. Seriously. I'm loving this. Which might surprise some of you considering I'm rooting for ATS. But I'm loving this. Bring that money in. Yeah, where's it, Missouri? That's the last one, so all we need now is someone to drive it, obviously. Hire. We're going with the guy this time, I believe. That's all full. Now I need to go to truck manager. Where's truck manager? And find out what the last one we bought is. The first load king. And find out how much the cost. Now I'm on fat bed, 37 grand. Oh, might as well apply that now. We've got the money. Get that out of our here. That'll make it easy for the calculations. And of course, straight away, go back into trailer manager, scroll all the way down and make sure that is set to private so we don't have any issues with our drivers getting lazy. And back to it. So we just need another 280, 430, isn't it? 430,000. How long? What is the time? Let's have a look at the time. No, I'm looking at the wrong time. Okay, so it's 1:40 PM for me. Let's see how long it takes to get that 430k. Damn it. Just get to 70 and now I've got to slow down.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, that came up a lot quicker than I was expecting. Who gives way? Can I do it in 13th gear? Still gonna need to look out for a petrol station. I mean, I wouldn't know the rule in Canada there at that intersection, who gives way to who, and I definitely don't know what it is here because they keep changing the blooming rule and I haven't driven in a long time. Oh, we went past Dawson's Creek.
Get ready to turn right.
We had somewhere to, yeah, I'd forgotten about the fuel though. Well, we might be running out of diesel. I'm going to go wide berth on this so I don't have to change gear and change the range and change the gear. Maybe I should go into the map and set a checkpoint to the next gas station, since I have a tendency to forget. Here we go again, the 43. What is with the 43? There's no gas station in sight. I'm getting worried now, actually. Concerned. $59 gallons left. 437 miles, 36 miles to go on that. Yeah. Very concerned. See, look, it's 43. If you see on the map, see it's 110. Then it changes when that comes up. I don't understand why it's 43. I'm pretty sure that's 70 kilometers an hour. You'd never get 70 kilometers an hour out in the middle of nowhere. Around here, 80 at the very minimum. Otherwise, it's a constant 100, which is 62 miles for you guys in the mile, using the miles. It's as fast as we're allowed to go for some unknown reason. Probably because we have more corners than straights. Our roads are basically corners with the occasional straight attached to it. And most of those corners are normally on the top of a rise, so you don't see them till you hit the top of the rise. Time's flying.
Exit right.
He's gonna slow me down, isn't he? It's gonna slow me right down. Come on, I'm letting you in. I'm making room for you too, buddy. Even though you've been slowing me down. The once, because you needed to get on the road, but I'm taking advantage of the empty spot in the fast lane. Still nothing on the radar. As far as petrol stations go, service stations, gas stations, the servo, the garage, whatever is your preferred term. Look at that, we're up to, what, 60? 5 minutes. 5 minutes to take in, for us to get 35 grand in the bank from where we were. I went straight past it. 341 miles. Will I make it or won't I make it? I could do a poll. A helicopter. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Why? Why? Why did they need to change lanes? Using more diesel to get back up? Yeah, well, I was going to test it, dude, but I was also ready this time. That's why I went from 18th gear all the way into 13th gear to help me slow down. You know? Destroyed the gearbox. Thousands and thousands of dollars of repair. But I'm alive. And gearbox would have been a lot cheaper. Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks for letting me know I'm running out of fuel. I didn't know that. Rubbing it in. Yeah, like I said, didn't help. That I had to. Oh, it gives me the message. Nice. Yeah, it didn't help that I had to go through all the gears again. What did help was probably doing the 43 mile an hour speed, but 38 gallons left, and there's still no sign of it. We're not going to make it. I'm going to run out. I am going to have to strategize my fuel economy now to make it last as long as I can. And that strategy is basically praying for big hills that I can roll down and neutral them. I never said it was going to be a solid strategy. My strategy is a miracle. Hope for a miracle. Clearly put a lot of thought into that strategy. Straight to empty, yeah. I'm currently doing that. Why? Why isn't there a fuel station anywhere? Aha! There's something at the bottom. It's a glimmer of hope. There's a petrol station there. Oh, wrong button again. I wanted to zoom in. 240 miles. How far is that? Right at the turn off. There's a petrol station. The problem is how far is that? Because we're zoomed right out on the map and we ain't moving much on that. There's another one there, look. We're definitely going to run out. We're definitely going to run out. Otherwise, why would there be so many petrol stations in view then and give me all this hope? It's false hope. The game is trolling me. We're gonna run out. You already knew that. I've just figured it out. And now I'm debating whether I go to that one at the corner or the other one further up, but I should go to the one at the corner. Oh, it depends how many I've got left. Yes, it looks like we're getting closer, but it zoomed right out. That's the only issue, and we've got 200 miles. That can't be 200 miles away, surely. No, it's 400 miles away. You're right, it's not 200 miles away. Are you about to come by new favourite town, Edmonton? There's a garage. Do we own that garage? I can't remember what colour they go when we own them. And get a cheaper fuel. Actually, with the load we've got on, have I still got the load on? Look, when I look back, it looks like it's just... Oh no, I might be able to. It's not as long as I thought it was. If we own that garage. I'm going to find out, mate. Because it's cheaper fuel. Might as well make use of that, isn't it? What's it called again? Go map view. No, we're in Calgary. So yes, you're correct. You don't know which city. Yeah. Now you do. So do I, Calgary. There's the buildings. What have got 100? Yeah, we're gonna make it. I always knew that. I was just doing it for the drama, for the entertainment, for the view. I did a pretty good. I was convincing, wasn't I? Absolutely convincing.
Stay left, and then continue straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn here. Oh no, I'm not, because I got a feeling. Hang on, let me get in this lane. Get my bearings. We're gonna go on the motorway, and because the fuel station won't be on the motorway. And that other one I don't think will be on the motorway either. Might be on the on-ramp.
Recomputing.
Wasn't as close as I thought. Oh, hang on.
Left.
Sorry, I'll indicate. Hey, bit late. Whoop. Just slightly late. Oh, look at that. It's taking me straight to the game knew exactly where I wanted to go. I can't wait for next week with ATS. Not because we've got a new truck. Not because I get to drive that new truck. But mainly I get to drive that new truck with Murphy in the passenger side. I am so... Oh, my brakes. So happy that we got Murphy back. Come along. Be 5 minutes into the stream before I'm screaming at him to get out of the bloody way. Save 8 cents per gallon. Wow.
Continue straight.
That's actually...
Then turn right.
Is that really good? I wouldn't know. And we have 10 cents per litre,
right.
which we always go, well, in that case, why don't you just take the 10 cents off and give it at that price all the time? Loyalty card rewards. You want 10 cents a litre off. You've got to get yourself a loyalty card. Not for the petrol station itself either, by the way. Petrol stations don't have loyalty cards. Which also makes no sense.
Turn left.
That'll be it there. I think we got time. Because the Volvo's there. I'm going to get myself a recruitment agency. Would it be prudent? You reckon left at your GPS? You reckon that's the best option? Oh, they'll see the brakes flickering again. Let me just... As soon as I take my accelerator for the... For those that don't know, I'm pretty sure I figured out why I was doing that, and it's my fault.
Turn left.
I think it's my fault. Well, it has to be because I never did it when I first got it. I made 2 discoveries. So last week when we finished the stream, I opened up the pedals just to have another look at everything. And I found that there was exposed wires for the front of the accelerator, and I've wrapped them up in electrical tape. I also found that it looks like when I took it apart once before and put it back together, I've squashed the cable really bad. So I've probably exposed the wires inside, and since they've squashed together, hence the reason why, and most likely why.
Stay left.
I'm
Then
at a
turn
loss here.
left.
I thought it was just up here. Yeah, I think that's probably getting a mashup of the wires, and that's why the accelerator pedal's sticking. The accelerator engages the brake pedal. I might be regretting this decision.
Go straight.
I thought it was a lot closer than this. Also figured out that I might have bought myself what I thought was a brand new wheel 5 years ago, but it was a refurbished one. I think I got done. I don't think they realised that. I think it's just a muck up somewhere on. Hey, Mike.
Stay left.
No, I mean, I
Straight.
could rewire it, dude, but I just have to break
Go straight.
the main cover, and then that'll be all exposed because where it's crimped, where I've crimped it. But yeah, so when I originally got the wheel, the pedal, I looked at, put it down because I had to open up the thing that holds it in place, the grippy thing, whatever it is, and I noticed there was holes in the pedals, and I thought, well, that's a bit weird, that you don't want to get dust in there. Why would have, oh well, maybe there's a reason for it, I don't know. And last week when I went and looked, I actually found a really good video which It's a shame it wasn't around when I first did
Right.
pedals, because that showed you to make sure how to be careful with the wiring and where it needs to go, which is not obvious when you open it up, by the way, where the wiring needs to go. There's nothing for the wire to be clipped into place or anything like that. It's just sitting there free, but there is an actual way it needs to go, apparently. And it,
Stay left.
the holes
Then turn left.
on the video that I watched were bolts. So my pedals are missing bolts. And since it's been 5 years, I'll probably end up having a big argument and stuff. And since I've crimped the thing, because it was working fine,
Right.
I always had a suspicion though. I didn't think it was quite right because the wheel had a little bit of play in it, but
Turn
I'd
right.
never owned a wheel before, so I just went, okay, well maybe that's, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. I had nothing to compare it with. Oh, okay, yeah, this was a great idea, wasn't it? The fact that it was a dead end should have been the clue that this wasn't going to be a great idea.
When possible,
Thank you.
make a
I'm
U-turn.
gonna make that U-turn right here. You turn here, I'll turn here, everyone turn here. So I think they had a refurbished one that they were going to sell secondhand, which occasionally they do. It's a big company, by the way, and it's a place that I get all me stuff from. It's where I got my computer from, all my bits and pieces from my computer from. And I just think they mucked it up and put it into the new ones or something like that. So,
Get ready to turn right.
yeah, it can't have been new with missing bolts. Well, that was a little bit further than I thought it was going to be, but we've got another recruitment agency which we desperately need. I'm not moving. Look at that. Get a brake pedal. Let me just take it. See, I release the accelerator and put it back down again. It stops. When it fluctuates that low, it's the accelerator that is engaging the brakes. Alright, when I put it like that, and then it stays up there, that's the brake sticking. You can see it move just a bit. So, one day, when I grow up, I might get a new one. Like I said, we all know the story, regulars know what's going on with that. Hopefully this week I'll be able to find out.
Go straight.
That was weird. How far behind is ATS? Quite a bit, but it is racking up the money rather quickly. We're in, what are we, 25 minutes.
Right.
We've made 200,000.
Turn
We just
right.
need another 200,000. And we can get the new garage, new truck. And then we'll be one garage behind ETS. I can sneak in there. They've got brakes, they can use them. Oh, so it's a 43 speed limit again. Gosh darn it. For the next hour and a half. $43 miles an hour in the middle of nowhere until we get 10 miles outside of the city, and then I'll jump up to 100. Or 60, we're 68 mile an hour now. I think 110 kilometers. Oh, what's that sign? Does that say 110? Are we going? Oh, look at that. Put my foot down now. So for those of you late, we are doing a delivery from Canada all the way for a 40-hour drive into Canada. So we're going from the west side of Canada all the way to the east side of Canada. Who's from? Here's a 68 mile an hour speed limit. Thank you. Please pull in. Come to a halt. Really, we haven't had many of these lately, have we? In fact, I can't remember the last time I had to go and weigh the old truck. Please be in good condition. I wouldn't have a clue what condition. Oh no, it was 9%, wasn't it? Because someone crashed into me at the beginning of the stream. There's the brakes again. And I was not happy about it. At all. He overtook, this is what he did, right? He overtook me, but instead of going past me a fair way, he pulled right in front of me. Right in front of me. So when he pulled into this lane, so it was a 2-lane road, right? Not like this one was. We were going this way, and the other's going that way in that lane. He came past like this car here. Now he pulled in. He pulled in. When he pulled into the lane, he hit me. I think he slowed down when he pulled into my lane too. And there's evidence. Of course, he clipped it. Pretty sure you did. And I was not a happy chappy. And I don't know if that's in the clip, how much I showed my unhappiness to that driver by pushing him into the other lane right in front of an oncoming truck in the hopes that he would get squished. Back to 43, back to 68. I only just touched the brakes. Just touched them. I just rested my foot on them. That's all I did. I didn't press it down or anything like that. I hate to think what this is doing to my gas bill. Diesel expenses. Oh, I've got such a stiff neck.
Go straight.
I can sneak in there. I'm sure these guys on the right will now take off. Look at the 3 trucks that are overtaking all the cars. It should never happen. There's no reason except for one for a truck to overtake you. And that one reason is if I'm the driver of the truck. Yeah, 4 hours before we sleep. I'll tell you what, the time's going so quick. So quick compared to yesterday. Look at these, look, I can't even catch up to them and I'm speeding. Why aren't they like this all the time? Why aren't the cars like this? Oh, coffee. Did I? No, of course I didn't finish it. I mean, I have my break in about 20 minutes. Or when we go to sleep, I'll have my break. Cold coffee. Almost as good as hot coffee, except it's cold. So you get more of that bitter taste. Sure, now I'm filled up with diesel. Let's put garages everywhere, petrol stations everywhere. For those who don't know, I almost ran out of diesel. Probably because it was leaking after I got hit by that car. Oh, he's just pulled into that lane. Yeah, I might regret that decision. I just love how it's trucks that are leading the way on the fast lane. Lloydminster. What a name for a town.
Go straight.
A town with a petrol station that it's only a slight detour to go and get if you would desperate need a diesel, which I am not. Currently in desperate need of diesel. You'll know when I'm in desperate need of diesel, because I'll tell you. Because I'll be looking for a petrol station, there'll be none for miles and miles and miles. In astronomical units. I'm going to sneak over. Oh, okay. Speed's dropped back to 43. That truck in the front of me don't care. Must be one of my workers. I'd teach them well. I'd teach them how to make me money in the quickest possible time. As we can tell. Look at that, 276,000. We're still speeding. I like that driver. He's got to be one of mine, surely. Mind you, those cars are doing as well. Doing just as well, because he wouldn't be able to do that speed if those cars in front of him weren't doing that speed. And I'm speeding because I'll do what I normally do in real life. I can say this now because I don't drive. Don't have a car. But if anyone was speeding in front of me, I'd match their speed, because my theory was if anyone's going to get snapped by a cop, they will first, and I'll see it, and I'll have time to slow down to the speed limit. And generally, if cops, like, get you, they will chase after that person. Because they're the ones that they got the gun or whatever it is, the radar gun, speed gun, whatever it is. That's the car they got it on. They don't care about you. They just go, right, that's it and go. That's what I never understood. I don't know if you guys have it where you live, but here, you'd be driving along, people will be driving along, they'll be slightly over the limit, and there'll be a cop that has pulled a car over. And people will see this and they'll all of a sudden slow down below the speed limit. which has made no sense to me because the cop's not going to suddenly, in mid-ticket writing, stop writing that ticket and jump in the car and chase you. It was one of those things, I never understood why people do that. If a cop's writing someone a ticket, then he's not going to stop writing that ticket to chase you. Especially when he has no idea what your speed you're doing. He doesn't know you're speeding. You can go, oh, I think they're speeding, but he's got no proof. All they can do is jump in there, finish writing the ticket, jump in the car and try and find you, but they can't speed to do that. As far as I know, they can't. Yeah, exactly. There's got to be a really good reason for it. Actually, it reminds me of a joke my father told me years ago. Just clarify, I didn't say it was a good joke. I'm trying to remember all of it because it's not a short joke either. And I don't think I will remember it because I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing with everything else while trying to remember a joke. I remember the punchline. I do remember the punchline. It's just, it's a bit of a story to get to the punchline. Yeah, maybe, Causey, maybe I'm just making an excuse because it's my memory and I really can't remember it, and I know I won't be able to remember it. Think of that, you guys want to hear it, coming up with an excuse why I can't tell you it. Which would be more plausible if I didn't come up with saying that I was concentrating, because you obviously, as soon as I said that, you do, no, he's not telling us the truth. When has he ever concentrated? Right now, trying to concentrate on that joke. Now it started. No, it started with someone getting pulled over in a car. I remember that bit, and I remember the end bit, the middle bit, that middle bit is eluding me. I remember one small bit of the middle bit, but I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. No, I'm going to forget it. It's a good joke if you tell it well, tell it right, and I can't think. I know I'll stuff it up, so we'll move on from it. I might remember it one day and tell you. Right, start looking for a place to sleep. You need another 100,000 too, which we'll get during the night. So 40 minutes. It was 1:40 PM for me when we had 26,000. So we're in 40 minutes. It's now 20 past 2. We've made 300,000. Let's zoom out the old motion sensor there and see if we can't see any aliens moving, or at the very least, a place to sleep. Just 'cause you're Dude, are you kidding? No way! No way! That's the name of that place. I'm not laughing at the what I'm laughing at, and I'm pretty sure I'm right here, which means I'm wrong as usual. Can't see a place to sleep in there though. You might have to pull over and do the old sleep in the night. Yeah, I was never sure it was a real place or not. I assumed it was, and the reason why I assumed it was is because it was this great little comedy show, a Canadian one called Corner Gas. You know, I just want to check the map. There's a place to sleep there. Anything else? Maybe saving me getting off, I'll do the same trick. No, we'll go there. We'll go there. We'll sleep there for the night. Which means I believe getting off here. No, not getting off here. Brakes are going again. Anyway, this great little, I loved it, comedy, Canadian comedy called Corner Gas, done by Brett Butt. And they used to spit when they heard the name Saskatchewan, I think, because they were the next town over. If you've never seen Corner Gas, have a look at it. If you got Amazon, I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. Went the way of Trailer Park Boys, ended up becoming a cartoon. His wife's really, his real life wife's really good at it too. And the mother and the father, actually all the characters are really, really good. We now know if it's a green icon for a garage, we don't know. It's a red-green show. I think you've mentioned that before. Corner Gas is a good show. Yeah, well, I can't say because I've never seen it. Is it a comedy?
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Oh, hey, muted. Why? I didn't. Maybe I accidentally pressed it. Okay. What did you last hear? Because I just told a good joke. Admittedly, it was someone else's joke. There we go. Right. This is perfect. I'll be able to get to sleep. Let's. Oh, that's not seafood and eat it. I'd love to own a place called that. Seafood and eat it. Seafood diet. It's actually not a bad view. Oh, so, yeah, I should have done this earlier, but I'm going to do it now. We can do it quickly. I'm probably misspelling everything because I want to get it done really quick. And we will do that for, we'll give you 1 minute. So I put a poll up there, which country we're going to. Didn't hear the joke, I know that, because I didn't grow. Okay, while you're doing that poll, I'll tell you. What I was saying is there's there was an Australian comedy show called The Comedy Company years ago. It was really good. A whole about 5 people that did skits and stuff, and they would do different characters. And one of the characters was this guy who did a sort of like a Crocodile Dundee character. And I think his name was Russell Coates. And look it up on YouTube, because I know there's plenty of his snippets up on YouTube. So he'd do survival tips for the outback, and I was watching an American react to him today, and I saw some of them I'd never seen before, and one of them was really, really good. He was talking about crocodiles, and he was going, some crocodiles will grow up to 20 feet, but the majority of them only have 4. Which I found hilarious, because his delivery's awesome too. Delivered it way better than I did, but it was a fantastic play. 20 feet, but most of them have 4. All crocodiles only have 4 feet. Right, I'm guessing the US one. I'm guessing it's all over and done with now. Yep. Righty-o. You give me that. And bring the game back up. Okay, where are we going to go in the good old US of the A's? Let's go to Garage Manager as we normally do. Map View, which we're already on. So, USA. Our options are Oregon, Nevada, Arizona. Running out of options, eh? Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma. And the ones up here, what have we got? Massachusetts. Oh no, Rhode Island's in Massachusetts, isn't it? North Hampshire and Vermont. It's Maine? Maine's part of it, eh? Maine, yeah, Maine. That's the border there, isn't it? Or maybe that's a river. So New Brunswick, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut. Miss that. Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Georgia, on my mind, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Idaho. Where are we going to go? Give you guys 30 seconds starting from now. We've got one for South Carolina. Work our way down the East Coast. 10 seconds. Got one for Idaho. Go. Instead of flipping a coin, because mainly I don't have a coin anymore, by the looks of it. We already have one in Idaho. Do we? I've lost Idaho. There's Idaho. Oh, we do too. Alright. I'll give you another choice, Mike. We'll give you another 10 seconds to chuck in another choice. Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Iowa, Kentucky, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Vermont, New Hampshire, Michigan, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Oregon, Nevada. Another 5 seconds, Mike. South Carolina. Okay, well that's just it. I was going to go with whatever you win because I don't have a coin, and of course he usually gets his the majority. He's the only nice person to turn up most all the time, so he always gets first pick. Right, South Carolina. Let's go to Garrett's Purchase. Of course, I will be picking because there's too many blooming options. And we'll go Columbia. Sure, I was going to go, let's go smack bang in the middle. Now let's go upgrade that straight away. Let's go buy a truck to put in there. Alright, so the next garage means a new truck for me. So it's going to be one of these ones. I think it's Western Star Freightliner Mac Peterbilt Kenworth. I'm going to have to recheck that. You don't have a cunning plan for this one? Baldrick? You've disappointed me. We're buying, Volvo. Just forgot what I was doing. I shall configure my fleet into a location called South Carolina. And, oh, we'll be able to buy two. Nice. Nice. Means only 3 to go. Maybe also this. I might be eating my words about ATS catching up. And we're only like 60 grand away from another one. 40 minutes to make $600,000. Admittedly, there was a sleep involved, but 40 minutes. 50 minutes. Still pretty damn good. Right, we need drivers so they can go and make us money, so that way we can make 600,000 in half an hour instead of 40 minutes. And we've got ourselves we need a female. I believe it's a female. Let me recheck that. Yes, it is. And then, yeah, we found ourselves a new recruitment agency, and I was hoping for someone with a lot better stats than that, because we did, but apparently I'm a dreamer. Right, so we've got all that done. I am going to hit drive. I'm going to leave you with a lovely view of the darkness and the lights and the thing. How's it look on? Oh, I wish my game would look the same as it does on on the stream. Damn it! It's so good on the stream. the colours and everything is so much more vibrant. Yeah, so I'm going to go and have a 5-minute break, have a walk around, get some blood flowing. You guys can just sit here and look at this gorgeous view of the night time. And we're already up to 105 grand, look at that. By the time I get back, we'll probably buy another truck. Anyway, I'll see you guys in about 4 or 5 minutes. Back soon. Right. Start her up. We're in crash cam, aren't we, for today's drive? I just remembered while I was having a break. Get out of here first in cab view though, if it would let me go into cab view. Why are they on? It wasn't even raining. Yeah, I remembered that next week, Saturday and Sunday, I might not be here, so I might not be streaming. That has not been confirmed as of yet. So I'll let you know in Discord. But what I will do, I'll most likely be here for the Monday, Tuesday one, which will be The Last of Us, not the trucking sim. But what I might do is hopefully, what is this, the second stream, then it'll be the third stream, fourth stream in about 3 weeks. By then, I should have hopefully completed The Last of Us and the DLC, which I do plan to do, the whatever it's called, me forget the name of the DLC. And I'll do a couple of catch-up streams, so I might do 4 streams of trucking sim, and when that happens, which hopefully, look, I'd like it to do it before we go and do a confi mode. Actually, that's wrong, isn't it? Because next week would be the 3rd stream, and if I'm not streaming, then the week after that should be the 3rd stream, and then the 4th stream, so it should be that weekend I should do the 4 streams.
Get ready to
Which
turn
means I
right.
need to finish The Last of Us and
Turn
the
right.
other one. In the next 2 weeks. Which I should be able to, hopefully. Hopefully. We've got the 2 streams this week and 2 streams next week, and hopefully next week we'll finish the DLC and The Last of Us. With any luck. And then, yeah, I can do 4 streams, the trucking sims to finish off the winter. And then of course we've got the convi mode the following week after we finish that.
Get ready
All
to
are welcome
turn
over the
right.
age of 16. There's one requirement. The other requirement is you need to be in voice channel. You don't have to chat in voice channel. I know some people don't want to talk on microphones, and I completely understand that. No issue there. It's just purely for convenience sake of instructions. So we're all on the same page in the easiest possible way. Crash cam. Check the heat sink out, mate. So yeah, like I said, I'll let you guys know. That'll be the 68 one. That is the plan. Also, I will let you know, to those that know about the form that I need to fill out, otherwise I lose quite a bit of money if it doesn't get filled out. That might have an effect on my ability to be able to stream that. I don't know until it happens, if it happens. if you're wondering how that would affect me streaming losing that money, is I'll have to get rid of some stuff so I can at least feed myself, and the internet will be rough, unfortunately. We'll wait and see. If it does happen, it wouldn't be a permanent though. It'll just happen until the doctors actually fill the form out for you. Unless I can get an extension on the deadline. But we'll talk about something else, though, because it stresses me out when it happens every year, and now I'm talking about something that stresses me out again. So close to that last truck. Of course, after we get the last truck, we've got to buy a trailer. So we've got to see how much that costs. We're definitely going to need another sleep anyway. And then after we're going to need 880,000. I remember that, even though I got that sub wrong yesterday on ATS. So the 280 grand for a garage and the upgrade, and 600,000 for the budget of the truck that we're not going to use probably even a quarter of it. Which, when you think about it, is going to be, is that a turn or is that an off-road? I can't tell, because that big red blue sign with the 11 on it is in the way. Yeah, if that's going to give ATS a huge jump towards regaining the lead, because we all know that we ain't going to need that much. I mean, how much did I spend yesterday on the new truck? About 300,000, and ATS is a lot more expensive. Admittedly, we haven't done all the interior stuff as of yet. Actually, I've got to go back and see how much we spent. Because I bought it, and of course we've got the $600,000 budget, and just in case I do end up going over it, I've got to make sure I don't. So I'll go back and watch the end of yesterday's stream and write down how much we spent thus far on that new truck before we go in and do the interior. Which I did write down, Causey. Right next to all the figures I wrote down interior to remind myself to do the interior. Yeah, I thought the brake, I had a feeling the brake got stuck in. It's actually got a bit better. Mine ended up going bad again, but it has got a lot better. It hasn't stuck as much. Done it. We got that truck. Our last Volvo for a long time. Isn't it? Where'd we go? South Carolina. Oh no. Why did I think we only had one to go? Don't know why. Right, we've got 2 more to go. Yes, we will. Could remind me of that too. I might forget that, but hopefully you'll be there right at the beginning before we start to remind me. Did we travel up to the new garage as well? Why the car's got a twitch? Did you see them all twitching? Yeah, I just thought between the both of us, we've got double the chance of forgetting. Just turn green before I get to the light. Please turn green before I go. I don't want to hit the brakes again. I'm going to hit the handbrake instead. How come it's 68 through here in the middle of the city and yet it's 43 in the middle of nowhere? Come on, PT Moreland. Logic can't even explain it. Yep, there's a gap. Shoot the gap. See? Slow down, you're out of the city. I was so excited. I thought that was the last truck we needed. Damn it. Zip this up a bit. It's getting a bit cold again. Shut all the windows now. Except for one. No, speeding again. Don't want to run over a porcupine. It's okay, you can go 68 and run over a kid in the city, but no, don't want to hit a crossing ant. Just in case the chicken comes along. Which makes perfect sense, doesn't it? 43 and the chicken is crossing the road. Gives you more time to ask why the chicken is crossing the road. Before the chicken's out of earshot. Speaking of Volvo, it's like a Volkswagen. Don't ask me. Don't even ask me why. Good amount coming in all the time. You just need another 300. What do we need by the end? Oh, I forgot to do that. Damn it! Thought of doing that when I was saving my break, and I forgot. And I just plugged my phone in. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Back. Yep. I've got nothing. Nothing I need to tell. Chat. I'll just use my microphone if I want to. What was I saying? What I was saying is we need 300,000, maybe. Oh, I touched the brakes ever so gently. I might as well put cruise control on now because I thought we'd be back to 98. It was already set to that, so I wasn't going to bother. So anyway, we need another 300,000, possibly about 40 grand to 340 plus the 880. My maths is correct. We need about $1.2 million by the end of the stream. Minimum. No, it wouldn't be minimum actually. That's what we need to get ahead of our ATS. To be the winner this week. Now you're a winner, ATS. There we go. Just after I put the cruise control on, knew it. I haven't given you it. It's the first time I've seen you type that in for a long time. We've not been getting that. 66, 67, 68, 69. Cruise control. You know, compared to yesterday's delivery, which was a 42-hour delivery, and this one being a 48-hour delivery, we'll probably get this done quicker because we can go faster for the most part. Admittedly, 43 miles an hour is close to 80. I think it's 70 because I'm pretty sure 50 is 80. But we spend a lot of time doing 68 mile an hour, which is, or 70, which is 112 possibly. So a lot more than 80. Or the occasional 90 that we do. I keep having lunch come back and say hello, which is fine because I have bacon and egg sandwiches, which is in the room. forgotten I've got a hash browns in the freezer. Got 13 hours to go, 8 hours before we need to sleep. Fuel's all good. Thank you for the follow there, New P. Jason from Frith Court. That New P. If so, hello. How are you, buddy? How you been? You've probably seen I haven't been around much at Frith Court. Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. It's good to see you. Here's another follower from Frith Court. Well, that's awesome, mate. Thank you for that. We used to chat quite a bit, didn't we? Frith Court first came in. That's it. Oh, thanks, Cozy. Put a link in for those who haven't watched Frith. Frith's a good guy. He does farming sim videos, just time lapse. He does a realistic series and he does an unrealistic series. And it's good to watch. Absolute legend of a man. Yeah, I know. You were part of the Book of Names, weren't you? Then, or was it because of Frith Court you ended up? I know you're definitely in the Book of Names. The Great Book of Names. And for those that don't know, Frith has a thing called the Great Book of Names, which is people to get their names put into the book if they donate or do a lot of conversation on his videos. I'm trying to think of the right word. Oh, you're getting money this one. Yeah. The majority of the people are there because they communicate a lot. And then when Discord started up, we decided that we have a leveling system, and when you hit a certain level, you get points every time that you post something. When you hit a certain level, you get put your name in there as well. Contributing in some way or another is the main factor to get your name in there, which is really good. Hey! I thought I was going to sneak in. My fault. I didn't really. Oh, also didn't notice that the speed limit changed. That didn't help, did it? I was being lazy. I was too busy chatting. I wasn't going to indicate. Again, in the middle of nowhere. This time it's worse than 43, we're now 39. It is, it's ridiculous. The FS7, now is that when you started watching them? The old time lapse? That's where most of his subscribers come from, the time lapse. Yeah, I was watching them in the FS15. That's when I first came across them. But I couldn't watch the time lapses. They would they'd make me feel funny. But I watch them now because when he went to recording them in 4K, the video quality is better and there's less flickering on the video, and I can handle that. I can watch them fine now, but when I used to do them in 1080, there was a bit of flickering on the screen when I watched them. And it was messing with me, making me feel dizzy. Oh, did you? I'm football. I think I might have done the same. I think that I might have watched them on the phone as well, smartphone. I don't think I had a computer at that time. Oh yeah, I did. I had the laptop. So I was playing Father and Son on the laptop back then. After my small amount of hours at FS13, I decided to get 15 and ended up playing 3,000 hours on that by the time 17 came out. 62, 63, 64. It's 3 PM already. I'm telling you, time is flying today. Yesterday it felt like it took forever to get through a day in ETS. But today time is flying. Oh, we almost got enough for another truck. As soon as we get it, getting that bad boy out the road making me money. We need to catch up to ATS. I said that yesterday, it had to catch up. Which, like I said, probably surprised. There we go. I'll wait till I get to a straight. Got to get that other truck. And yeah, probably surprised a few of you yesterday because you all know I'm sort of secretly, well not secretly, because I'm telling you all that I'm rooting for ETS to win this competition. But another truck. I think it's a guy this time. Yeah, it's a guy that we need to get. Where are we? South Carolina. Black Mountain time, that was I watched at like 140. Oh jeez. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just some form of flickering. But when he went over to 4K, it disappeared because the compression rate that YouTube uses is a lot higher. So it's better quality when you watch a 4K and a 1080 instead of watching a 1080 that was filmed in 1080. I don't know why I went to click on something. Sebastian. So we've got one more truck to go. Let's hope we get that quick. You've been through it, yeah. Yeah, I also did the same when I first came across it. I think I watched all those old ones to catch up. I went back and watched some of his Minecraft ones as well. Yeah, like I said, I think it was 19 he went to 4K and I ended up watching it in 19. Been watching it ever since. But of course he went from what three time lapse a week down to 2, and now he's down to 1 a week. Oh, you rewatched the old ones from oh okay. I get what you mean now. Just drive off the road, eh? Something different to do. Well, 8 hours to go. We might be able to get another delivery in today. Like I said, what's it? 10 past 3 for me. Well, maybe not. We've still got about half an hour driving to try and make it out to. Well, we might get a short ride in. It all depends how much money we're building into this. Yeah. Yeah, he fluctuated. It's just a shame, but unfortunately, as you know from fifth wheel, the situation he's got at home at the moment. Poor old Sim. Yeah, multiple sclerosis has gotten worse. Yeah, the old streams. It's a shame you go there. They were good fun. No. I did. For me, what the problem was is after 3,000 hours in 15 and 3,000 hours in 17, 19 wasn't that good, and I thought I actually burnt myself out in 19, but it was sort of garbage. But I was streaming 19, it was the only time I played it. And then 22 came out and I liked 22. And I realised that I hadn't burnt out on the game. 19 was that bad I couldn't enjoy it and got sick of it. And I streamed FS 22, oh, we've got to call it second garage. I streamed FS 22 with Smudo and Patrio, and occasionally Panda would turn up, and it was open to anyone. Look at that, 75 grand. That is the highest I've seen. And I pointed at the screen, in case you're wondering, just so, I pointed out to you guys. Yeah, and then I was doing something different. In 19, we were building a contract company only, so we were just doing contracts and trying to build a company that way and make money that way. In 22, we went with a competition. Yeah, I called it Monopoly, and it was about, we all started with nothing, and it was who was at the end of it had the most money. You were going to buy all the lands you could, all the fields you could, and save up as much money as you could, and then at the end of it sell everything, and whoever had the most money was going to win. And I was going to give them a Steam voucher or something like that. And then they released that patch that ruined the contracts, and contracts were, at the time, we needed the contracts to make money. And of course, every time a contract would come up, they would disappear as quick as they showed up. And it upset me because, I thought I'd change that into 13th gear. Because I've been a fan of Giants from 13, 15, 17 with the farms, and I was a little disillusioned with every time they brought out a patch, something broke. And the contracts, they took a very long time to try and fix it, and I stopped playing the game after that. I just thought, I spent that money and I can't play the game the way I want, because contracts was also a big thing in my gameplay, because playing for so long I went from doing everything myself to then using helpers and doing part of it myself to manager. I was struggling to actually, keep myself interested in the game. And contracts, starting from scratch and doing contracts, I always started from scratch doing the hardest thing, but doing contracts was a big thing, and I couldn't do it after that. I was like, no, I'll give up. I spent all this money on the game and I can't get my money's worth out of it. I can't rely on Giants, I can't trust Giants anymore. Eventually they fixed it, but it took such a long time. By that time, every time a patch came out, well, the 2 or 3 patches came out, and went in and had a look, and they fixed the contracts pretty much, except for the sowing contracts. They would still disappear, and that was it for me. But recently I've got back into it and I've fallen in love with it again. I play it every day now, and I've got myself a nice new style of I'm doing at the moment. So I've thought about restreaming it, but my brakes are stuck. I need to get into low gear. Yeah, I just got to restream it, but it's finding the time for it, because if I'm going to restream it, I'd rather do it with multiplayer, and the best time is the weekends when people are available. You can make it, you can make it. There you go. But currently I do... It's my brake stuck on again. Let me go change the view. See, my wheel buttons isn't working. I can't change the view. It's dying a death again. It's my pedals. Right, for the run. Now I can bet you can show it. Yeah, that's weird, eh? It's got something to do with the accelerator pedal. I won't get into the wheel window. Anyway, yeah, so I've got this competition at the moment, which I've been going on for so long. The competition between ATS and ATS, and it's going to still take a little while to finish this competition. Because the other 2 days I stream, which is a Monday, Tuesday for me, which is a Sunday, Monday for you, I think. It's just other games I own. Just gives me a reason to play them, because I've got so many games that I haven't played that I've spent money on, and haven't been able to play them. So that's what those 2 days are. At the moment, I'm doing The Last of Us. Yeah, mate, Factorio is one of my most favourite games ever. I haven't done Age of Empires for a long time. I enjoyed it. I wasn't a big fan of it. I did enjoy it. There's other games I preferred in that type of mechanic. But Factorio, yes, absolutely love that game. Huge fan of it. I haven't streamed that. I've streamed Satisfactory for a little bit. I streamed Dyson Sphere for quite a bit of time. Which I'll eventually get back into that. Because they're bringing out new stuff, they're bringing out enemies and stuff like that with Dyson Sphere. But also, which I've got to rebuild because I lost the save game when I redid Windows. I lost the save game because Windows decided to not only install Windows on the drive that I told it to install Windows on, but also install it onto the drive where all my backups were on. To install both of them. Hey, how are you, buddy? Got a pirate on the Perry. Good to see you, buddy. Let's get a shout out for him. You've never seen him, go watch him. He's absolutely awesome. He plays absolutely amazing games. Alright, mate, yeah, absolutely awesome having you here, buddy. Absolutely awesome having you. I hope you come back in again and we can chat away. Like I said, I don't spend much time on fifth court anymore. Sort of semi-retired as an admin there. I just go in and have a look, but I don't spend much time chatting away. I've just got a lot of stuff going on. Don't have the opportunity to. So yeah, you take care. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for the follow too, buddy. That's absolutely awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Old new P, eh? We do. Me and him spent quite a bit of time chatting when Fifth Board first started up. Oh, 150 just short. I think it's 151 we need, plus a couple of grand for the new guys. Hey, we might be able to do, if we speed up, we might be able to do this delivery today. We won't, ETA 10 o'clock, maybe we will. Maybe we'll bypass the sleep and go and deliver this. Meanwhile, let's get that last truck in. Ever closer to catching up. The last Volvo for a long, long time. I'm on the wrong one, aren't I? What? Where's my truck gone? Why can't I buy online? Volvo? Thank you. I was like, hang on, why have I got 3 trucks on that other one? No, I don't know. Not the time to figure it out, is it? We haven't got the time. The only time we've got at the moment. Oh, South Carolina, you idiot. There we go. It's the time to catch up to ETS. That's all the time we've got. Spare. I believe we go female this time, I think. I'll find out in a second after I select the female. I'll hire her. And, yep, there we go. Right, let's see how much we need. This is interesting. Are we going to have enough by the end of the stream? Are we going to end in the same spot? What am I looking for? Trailer dealer. Trailer dealer, because I know which dealer it is. Which trailer I want. Not which dealer it is. It's this one. 3710. It's another aluminium flatbed. So another 37. Then, on top of the $880,000 we need. We're on our way. We're on our way. Will it happen? What do we got? An hour at the most. I did go over a time yesterday, but that was mainly because we're putting our truck together. This 13 grand. Will it happen? Am I going to eat my words? I tell you what, a lot closer than I thought we would be by the end of the stream. And we're not even at the end of the stream. That's how much chance I gave ATS. The progress we've done so far is a lot more than I thought we were going to do. Ain't that the truth? It's been proven so many times. No lead is safe in this competition. Yeah, there'll be only one time it'll ever be safe for one of these games, one of these sims. Can I sneak over there? Because I don't think I have to pay. I don't have to pay there, thank you. Brake stuck again. And that's the one that gets to the goal first. What did I say? We need 37 because I will buy it straight away. Just to get it out of the calculations. That trailer. That way I know I just need a flat 880 880k. And times come down just like the speed of these drivers. 9:30 we're looking at, an hour and a half over. But if we can get a decent speed up. I wonder what the rain setting for this is on, because we've had a lot less rain. I'll check it when we go to buy a trailer. So we've had a lot less rain than we did yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream was pretty much 99% rain and 1% sleeping. So we didn't see the rain. That's it. Right, let's get this over and done with, out of the way. Let's purchase that, and that goes into South Carolina. Yes, I do. Let's go and make sure that that is set to private. I need a drink. I probably didn't finish my coffee, right? No, I was only a little bit left and did a lot better than yesterday. Right, what was the other reason I come in here for? I've forgotten now. There was a actual reason I wanted to... Oh, yeah, I know. Relax, I remember. Got it all under control. I may have left the word out in that sentence. Oh, that's way down. That's why. It's not... What was it? Oh, probably because I thought it was spring and I changed... No, that's not right, because it's supposed to be winter. I don't know. It's way down. Right, so another 860,000 K is what we need. Can we do it? Can we do it by the end of this stream? Can we have the cars do the speed limit? Look at that, 32, really. And we sneak into this one. Well, it took us 40 minutes real time to make 600,000 more earlier, which wasn't that long ago, for the old garage in South Carolina. Ooh, can I sneak into there? Can I push you out of the way? Come on, let me in. He's not going to let me in. I'm not going to push my luck. Unfortunately, wish I could, but... I've decided to go with a bit of human connection. And talk to the person in the booth that's not there. Look at 41, look at that, straight away, you're up to 41 grand. So we drove out of Canada just to get back into Canada. There we go, there's the rain. Oh, he's gonna put he's for yeah, jeez, he's pushy bigger than me. Okay, it's back to 10:30. That's why it dropped down to 9:30, because we changed time zones. How much time we've got left? 21 hours. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. Gotta be wide. Must be Swedish designers. You'd have to be here for yesterday's stream to get that one. 100, let's go. No, that's right, it's raining. Do I? It's probably too many there. Which means now deciding against it, I probably could have, right? But if I decided to go, a car would have turned up. Look how straight it is. Maybe I will, maybe I will. Give Causey Come on, let me in! Why are you slowing down? Assholes! Not just as soon as I decided to go. I would have made it if I went the first time. I'm sure of it. Not that I could see the end of that line of traffic in front of me. You, by the way, Mr. BHP. I'm plotting my revenge on you, sunshine. You better have your wits about you. Because you're going down. And I mean down, like movie Heat. Not Robert De Niro, the other one. Al Pacino, when he says, you're going down. That type of down. There it is, Fort Francis. Or Francis. Francis or Francis, whatever tickles your fancy. What's that BHP? This wasn't clear, he's going down. And there he goes, he's about to go down the road while I take a left off the road. Either way, I was correct, he was going down. It's not how I preferred. I preferred his truck was going down on its side. They've been quite nasty today. A little muffled. What is a little muffled? A little miffed, not muffled. Let's read that correctly, shall we? Let's try and use our education we got as a young fella when I bothered to turn up to class. Yeah, I know what you mean. We're actually a bit miffed. Ticked off. Bit miffed here means confused. Down these parts. I think, well maybe it's ticked off and I got it wrong. Because Tuesday I was a little bit miffed about it, but not said, yeah, it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it means confused. I haven't used that word in a long time, actually. I've heard it in a long time. It's one of those ones that have died. We might as well go into cab view since we're here. Let's make it so we can see where we're going, eh? Not that that'll improve my driving. Get rid of that because we'll be waking up. And we will be able to get another delivery in. A shortest delivery. But nevertheless, another delivery. Oh, we got 100,000 on here, which is going to help in it. How much are we getting for this? I forget. Well, why don't you have a look? Good suggestion, whoever that was. 110. Oh, there's a sleep there and a mechanics. I wouldn't mind actually doing a bit of repair, actually. Not that I remember how much. 9%, 5%. Oh, I don't have to worry about the trailer. 9%. I think at ATS it's worse. Stop beeping at me. Okay, the money's slowed down a bit. But we're about to have a sleep, so we'll see what that will bring in. It's everyone's dream, really, isn't it? Going to bed, sleeping, and still able to make money while you're doing that. Oh, have I? You ever arrived at your gear pulling parking arrangement? Thanks. Prepare to put it in reverse and go bald. Time to get in touch with your inner Picard. Captain Picard. Of the USS, I keep missing where it's got to go. Oh no! Get it to reverse. Thank goodness it's not my hated trailer. Otherwise we would have been in the menu screen by now. And we would have. Will I leave myself a bit of room to be able to... How much room do I... Don't know why I'm doing that. I've got the one up there. I'll leave myself a bit of room. And I misjudged that. Drastically misjudged that. Actually, I'll change that. Let's get in the first gear. Terribly misjudged that. So I need a bit more room. Let's straighten up a little bit. This is going to be a lot of 3-point turns. It's going to be a 30-point turn. No way you skip this. I'm guessing you're trying to get me to skip it, really. Just knowing how much room I've got before I hit the garages, I've got to straighten up now, which I don't think I've got give myself a decent angle to get it. Well, that might be an okay angle, but how much room? That's the problem. The problem is the room I've given myself. So I need to start tuning, and I don't think I've actually given myself an automotive. This is getting close. This is the reason why I'm inching my way backwards. If I can avoid that, which I don't think I will, avoid that concrete wall there, or concrete whatever it is. It's not exactly a wall, is it? I need to pass a Chinese approval at that height. One single fly. In the middle of winter fly, won't you go and hibernate, whatever you do? In winter time. How have I not hit that concrete wall? There's a better question. Is there no collision or not? Let's just straighten up a bit. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the angle because I've gone too far to the right side. Can you hit them? Thank you. Took the right to the brakes here. The brakes are sticking again. Yeah, there's no way. I've got to be on that concrete thing for sure. Ah. Beautiful. Actually, this is going to work out really, really good. Because then I've got a much better angle from this way. Much better angle from here. Now my brakes decide to keep sticking. Or is it? Apparently I've hit something. There we go. Yeah, it's a far better angle. But turns out that concrete wall does not have a collision. Does have a collision. Enjoying this? You damaged the cargo by delivering it, parking it. Again, I've screwed it up. Turn this into a Wu-Tang Clan song here. Back and forth. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how professionals would do that situation. It would also probably be the last job that they ever had as a truck driver. Well, we're at level 52. I'm a legend. If you don't watch that last reversing expedition, you'd believe it, that I'm a legend truck driver. We haven't even reached level 50 in ATS. How? I don't understand how. Look at that, almost 5 million in the last 7 days. 197. Right, we need to find a place to sleep. I also need to fuel up. There's a garage here, and I want. Okay, so we'll go just down the road. I don't know why I did that. I don't need to do that. I just need to go straight ahead, and I'm there. We shall do that. We'll go straight ahead, and we'll be there. You go first, mate, because I've stood because me blimmin' brakes got stuck again. Yeah, off you go. My brakes are off. However, you can wait, you can wait, you can wait. In fact, I'll slow down just to annoy you. Got nothing against you there, buddy. It's just that I'm a truck driver and you're not. And that is the issue. You're not part of me brotherhood and sisterhood of truckers. Unite. I like that. It's so colourful. It is so colourful. Should have all our comments that colourful instead of just plain old white. Actually, what I've never noticed before until now, that the shout-outs and that are all in purple, which is fantastic. My channel colours. My channel colours happen to be the ones that give you all the links and shoutouts and whatnot. Did I say channel colours? Yeah, purple is a colour, not colours. It's just one. Admittedly, it's you've got to combine a whole bunch or a couple of colours to get purple, but you know, let's fix this. That was obviously, I saw $9,000 up there, but that was not what I had to pay, was it? Obviously not, because I still got 197,000. Right, let's sleep. Let's see what happens and where we're at after a sleep. And then we could probably get one more delivery in, a short one. Shortest one. Actually, we are somewhere where we've got a garage too. It's out of gear. Oh, doesn't matter. I was going to turn it off anyway. Let's sleep. Uh, 479,000. Not much. Let's go fuel up and then decide what we're going to grab. So, I'm guessing it turns out my prediction is correct that ATS is not going to grab the lead this week. However, as I said before, our progress got a lot further than I thought we would. Unless something amazing happens over the next delivery, and it will be a very short delivery. Get into gear. Now my clutch is playing up. It should be nothing over 10 hours. You're beeping at me because of that fence beside me that I'm miles away from. Is that why you're beeping at me? Hang on a sec, did we get a new contract company? I don't think we did. I don't think I grabbed a new company. Yeah, yeah. They could think of a better noise, couldn't they? Something along the lines like, psst, on your right. I was just about to check that, but I'm pretty sure I didn't write anything down, and I'm sure that's the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. No, it doesn't. Did forget. And also, you know what that also means? We need to travel to... I'm just thinking between Missouri, Kansas City. We've been there, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we've been in South Carolina that often. Let's have a look at the map. Map. I don't actually see exactly. I think I read the right. Kansas City is. I'm pretty sure we've been to Kansas City, wherever it is. It's somewhere in this general vicinity known as the USA. Kansas City is there somewhere. Oklahoma, Fort Smith, where are we? Memphis, Tennessee. So where are we? Up a bit, right a bit, left a bit, down a bit, all around a bit. The hell are you? Nashville, Tennessee. Hot Springs, Fort Smith, Oklahoma. Is it further this way? Am I a little far over? Am I miles off? Let's be more precise. I'm miles off. Where the heck? There's Kansas City, which we haven't been to, and haven't done much around there at all. Holy heck, that's it. Okay. And the other one was South Carolina. Also the same sort of deal, isn't it? I'm sure this is. Where did we get our? I've forgotten where our garage was. Am I anywhere near? Charleston in North Carolina, isn't it? Or is that in South Carolina? I'm sure it's in one of the Carolinas. I'm miles out, aren't I? This is what you're telling me. No, it's not. I'm guessing it's Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee, Columbia. I don't know. But I might just go over to. Well, we've done a lot here. We haven't done a lot there. What I should have done was actually check the name of the place where that thing is. Which city? Sorry. Oh, I'm trying to figure out where South Carolina. Oh, it's further that way, Columbia. That's right. Now I remember it, Columbia. Just trying to find South Carolina and Columbia. Okay, we've been to Columbia. All right. What we haven't been to is, where is it? Back up. Kansas City, oddly enough. And there's a whole bunch of stuff around there. I've lost Kansas City again. I don't need to actually find it on here. I just need to go here. I need to go into the garage manager. I need to click on Kansas City. There. And a travel there. And I should have filled up there. But I didn't. At least I've discovered it. By just turning up here. Makes a nice change compared to whatever one it was the other day that I drove all the way around it and it wouldn't discover it for me. Was that ATS? I can't remember now. 480. So we just only need 400,000. Right. And I've wasted time, so let's reduce the thing. I know what I'm talking about. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I do. Right, 3M, that, and that. We're with them all. I don't even need to look. But what we need to do, actually, just South Carolina, Columbia. Columbia. UPO. Okay, we don't have that one. I can't remember what that one is. Whether or not we have it or not, I don't know. So in that case, I'm just going to go with the other one, because I'm not sure what the W is. Mind you, if we have the W, I would have just put W. So we go with Christensen. Just to get the ball moving instead of doing the voting. Right, back to where I am, Kansas City. So we've got one. Let's eliminate. That one's out. That one's out. That one's in. That one's out. That one's out. We only got the one option. That one. And it's a tank. I'm sure you guys want mind the tank. There I go again, using the farming simulator start button for the tractors to try and start up my truck. Look at the brake. And that's me just pressing the accelerator pedal. There we go. I mean, I could spend money on a technician to try and fix it, but then again, I can hit it with a hammer for free. So why should I pay someone else to hit it with a hammer? There's a question mark, there's two question marks, we're going to go to them. Gee, this looks familiar. Similar to like 20 other cities around here.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
I was going to go to them first, one speedboat, so I know exactly where the other one's definitely, what's me called today? Ooh, turn right on red. Oi! I came to a stop, sort of.
Get ready to turn right.
Corrupt cops.
Turn right.
Let's get audit the audit. Onto the case or whoever it is.
You have
Slowly
arrived at your
make my way over there. Actually, this should be perfect because, like I said yesterday, we ended up going over time, but a lot of that was fixing up the new truck. Quite a lot of that time. It flew then. The rest of the stream didn't feel like it was flying. It was dragging, but I did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. Well, that would have been fantastic, hey? Oh, damn it. But doing the truck, I'm pretty sure we started doing the truck about 10 past 4 my time, and I think I ended up just cutting it short about 20 to 5. So we did about 40 minutes doing the truck. So this should... What the heck is that doing in the middle of the... Whose bright idea was that? Which graduate of the School of Albert Einstein came up with that brilliance? I pressed the button. Buttons aren't working. Seriously. Have I got... Can I get... Yeah, we got it out there. That is just... What we could do is jump in the tank and blow it up, and that'll fix that problem. Admittedly, we'll replace that problem with the problem of getting around a huge crater in the ground, but at least we got rid of the bin being in the way. Oh, look at that, we'll be going sort of straight past it. So I think, not that because Kansas City's right over, I think we can go there, take the first right, take a left. Or we can take, right, yep. Okay. It might be a lot heavier than I was thinking. Hey, I got a tick. Whoops. Okay, I thought we made it. I literally thought he made it past. Mind you, I had a tank. I might as well put the beacons on for this one, eh? Just for a change, get the beacons on. I'm delivering hazards. Hazards, good. Hazards, you know what I mean.
Go straight.
Funny enough, I'm struggling to say words which generally an indication that I'm tired, and I've been feeling tired all day, except for now. The last hour or so, I've been feeling really, really good compared to the rest of the day. Hazardous material. Could be detrimental to your lifestyle, your house, your pets.
Finding new route.
That's the cargo I got on here. Why you stopped and... Oh, okay. Oh, you stopped because I was... Oh, nice. Someone with a brain. Oh, look, he's coming down. He's got a big load. It's slightly wide. I'll stop and let him get onto the road. Only a bus driver, eh? No one else can figure that out. Not even truck drivers. I don't stop them. Another recruitment agency. We've doubled the amount of recruitment agencies we've found today, which is twice as much as we did found yesterday in ATS. Not worried about the
Get
Peterbilt.
ready to turn right. Turn right.
Don't you give me a ticket. So maybe the trick is when you're turning right on red not to get a ticket is don't brake. Ooh, slow down. I'm so late on this. Don't know why I'm looking, I have no clue what that is. I'm guessing it's just heavy. Yeah, oh no, my brake's on, that's why. Going, yeah, it must be because I ain't moving. Though I am struggling to move in 7th gear, so note to self. Next time start in 5th gear and see how we get on. Next time being now. And I put it into 13th gear, I think I just did. Yeah, I did. Pressing all the wrong buttons. I gotta stop looking at OBS because I get so jealous of how good it looks. Even 5th gear, it almost stalled. Which means it's going to be interesting to try and stop this on a dime. I will though, I'll stop it on a dime. The dime just happens to be on an ice rink. Oh, this is heavy. This is heavy. It's a tank. What am I sounding surprised? I should be surprised if it wasn't heavy. It's a 3.5 hour drive.
Then exit right.
$500,000. 380 to go. Which we ain't gonna get in 3 hours of driving. Not unless we get guys coming in with, and girls coming in with massive amounts like the 75,000 we had earlier. There's a good start towards that 380 grand we need. I can't see if a car's there or not, but I ain't slowing down. Not with a tank on, I'm not restarting, trying to get that momentum of movement going. My wheels turning in this wet,
Then continue straight.
damp environment.
Go straight.
What do you mean go straight? It's telling me to get off the motorway. It's doing the opposite of what it normally does with the Clover intersection. And it tells me to turn right and it's telling me to go straight. Hey! No! Road designed for one thing, to drive on, not grass. I wasn't panicked at all, had it all under control, knew it was fine. You could see the calmness in my face. As we were. Yeah. Maybe crash cam would have been the better option for this. But it's not the day for crash cam, is it? I was not expecting that at all, and I mean, So far I haven't expected a tank to be heavy, which is stupid because it's heavy. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Let's cut the cop off, eh? Nothing ever goes wrong with that. Nothing bad ever happens when you just about kill a cop on the road. It always works out fine. Oh gee, he's got a gun and I've got a tank, so I should be alright. There's that corner dude, oh, seriously. It actually ended up better than once I started realising I was sliding and there was no way I was going to control that turn. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it actually was. So I should be grateful about that. It's not going to stop me from doing 70 miles an hour in the wet with a great big huge lump of metal on the back here that can turn your local area into something that looks like the moon. Yeah, it's a big one. Because we've got the added joy of the mist, which means I don't see what's up in front of me until I'm halfway through it. So my engine's in the front seat of the car in front. Oops, slow down, slow down, slow down. Got a bit of a tickle in my throat. It's good you see you're back employed. Back at your favourite occupation, Causey. I sort of miss the clips, to be honest, popping up into chat every hour on the hour, like they used to do, because I crashed every hour on the hour, pretty much. I wonder if it's got something to do with the fact I haven't seen a Wendy's billboard for so long in this game. Are they still around? Has anyone else seen? I'm thinking about it now, I've not seen a Wendy's billboard. And if you're new to the stream, welcome. Hello, how you doing? Hope your weekend's going well for you. Glad you're here. Hopefully you get a bit of entertainment out of my how not to drive tutorial. And the Wendy's billboard thing is, I had a huge crash looking at a Wendy's billboard in this game, and ever since then it seems every time I saw a Wendy's billboard I ended up crashing. It became the omen. And I haven't crashed in a long time, and just realised I haven't seen a Wendy's billboard in a long time. Speaking of which, now we've got Murphy back in there. I'll tell you what, getting Wendy back into the truck, I'm not as excited as I was getting Murphy back in the truck in ATS. That'd be the one. There's the clip for that one. Should get in the other lane, eh? Been a bit of an arse to all the drivers lately. Should get into the slow lane and let them pass me on the fast lane. Mind you, when do they ever consider me? They could provide more pain and suffering than I've ever done to them. Also, me planning to drive 70 miles an hour with this tank on the back here is, well, we've had to put a pin in that plan. Because the current obstructions that are in front of me, which is the traffic, doing 40 in a 70 mile an hour zone. See, if they added weather and it was windy, then I'd sit here and go, okay, cool, I get it. Everyone is driving slow because you're trying to keep the car in a straight line. And I'm pretty sure we've all experienced driving in windy conditions like that where you drive so slow because the car's just being pushed left, right and centre by the wind. That I can understand. Seeing them wobble from the wind, oh please, SES, please add this stuff in. Please add the weather in, add seasons in, add the fact I'll be driving along here and all of a sudden I see the cars go up in the air because there's a great big huge tornado and I have to take a detour because it ripped up the road. That I'll turn detours on for. Please. SES. Who would like that? In chat, please tell me, who would like to see that? Who would like to have weather, seasons, and like, yeah, dealing with like gusts of winds? Like you got in, was it Wyoming and stuff where they got the thing? To let you know that it's windy. Seeing tornadoes. Floods, having to deal with, you've got a detour because you've got a flood. I would also like them to add flat tyres and stuff, things like that. But I suppose it's all about driving a truck and they add all these other things in. Question mark. Question mark for... I'm going to speed up a bit. What was the question? The question was who would like to see SES bring in seasons, different weather patterns for areas like that, and dealing with real bad weather conditions like with rain, well, wind, strong wind, trying to keep your truck on there, having like occasional tornado come past, ripping up the road so it causes a detour, flooding causes a detour. When you go drive up in high climate, there'll be snow in there with regardless. Yeah, in this game, yeah. Things like that. You can get a flat tyre, I'd like that. Like even with the wind, if it's strong enough to topple you over, and you got to deal with it. Give you something else to get excited about once you get to that point like you are now where you're making so much money and you haven't got that grind and that goal to get you, you're just driving for driving's sake. Winds floods you. I'm really struggling to get to 70. I don't know why I'm in 18th gear while I'm at 56 mile an hour. That's not a good idea. I am stuck on 57 miles per hour. Oh no, there we go. The other digits have finally turned up to work. the income slowed down a bit and the amounts have died down a bit too, hasn't it? So we're definitely not getting another new truck. What we can do, to end the stream though, is we can decide. Yep, we'll do it because we're only 15 minutes away. I was about to hit escape and start a poll. The driving part of this game is fun, yeah. Well, I mean, for me, like all simulations, it's the grind to get to a certain part.
Stay right.
It's the most fun because it gives you something to do, a goal to get towards. But as most of them don't have an end game in them, it just becomes doing it for the sake of doing it. Hence the reason why I stopped playing trucking sim as much as I used to.
Turn left.
Because I had no reason to make a delivery because all my drivers were making me money. That button is third gear because I struggled with fifth gear earlier. I mean, normal bills like repair bills on all your trucks that come out randomly, random events of breakdowns, insurance costs, power costs, things that take your money away from you to keep you going out there and making money. Yeah, I think the only appeal this has at a certain point, carry on driving, is multiplayer. Doing it with your friends. I mean, doing it this competition. I think if it wasn't for this, I would be thoroughly less enthused. That is the word I'm looking for, just a bit too close to infused. Yeah, about playing it, you know, and streaming it and stuff, but doing this because I've got a goal to work towards. That's the reason why I'm enjoying this. And having you guys come along for the ride as well. Yeah.
Turn left.
The thing is, I even struggle to get myself to do into that, but maybe I should. Maybe I should do that.
Turn left.
Problem is, that's all part of World of Trucks, eh? And it just irks me that you can't go any faster than what they've set. Oh, again! Oh, where's this one? No, this is not the same spot. Where's this one go? Oh, fantastic. I shouldn't laugh because if I end up taking longer to put it into this spot than I did with that spot that was over there in the last place. Now the brakes are on again. Look at them flapping away. Flappers. You know what we can do? You know what? I'll leave it to the next time. Stuff it. Leave it to next time. We'll get all the money. No point buying a garage. We don't really need a garage because we don't really have a truck to put in there. We could buy a garage. It doesn't really matter. But I'll leave it till next stream. For one good reason. I'll show you that reason after this. This is the reason why I said that we're going to go down to South Carolina. So when we come back next, well, I was going to say next week, but just to let you know, I'm not sure as of yet if I will be streaming next Saturday and Sunday, which is Friday and Saturday for you guys in the US and other countries, but I don't know if other people from those countries are watching. So, and I will let you know in Discord. As far as I know, I will be streaming the Monday and Tuesday though, but I will be doing a makeup streams for it. So the plan is, we just had a second stream of the winter. This is the second winter for ATS, so we've got 2 more to go. It's out of gear. There we go. So I've got Monday and Tuesday, which is tomorrow, isn't it? Sunday for me now. So I've got The Last of Us tomorrow and Tuesday, which is Sunday and Monday for some of you. And then next week, if I'm not streaming, because I might not be here, don't know yet, we won't be doing the trucking sims, but I should be back for The Last of Us for the Monday and Tuesday next week. And hopefully that will be finished, and then the following weekend, the Saturday and Sunday, when I'm back, that should be the 3rd stream with the season. And if I have finished The Last of Us, then I'll do the Monday and Tuesday and do the 4th streams. And if I'm going to do that, what I might do, instead of going ETS, ATS, ETS, ATS, I might go ETS, ETS, ATS, ATS. I'll decide on that. Right, let me write down the stuff. So, as predicted by me, ETS wins this week. ATS actually did a lot better than I thought. As I said, I'm actually very, very surprised and sort of a little disappointed that it didn't catch up. I was hoping we could get a new truck and stuff today, but not far off. What, 340 grand away for that, for the 880 we need for those who are new here. Hi, there you go. Which is for a new garage, upgrading the garage, and the $600,000 budget for a new truck, which we'll probably only use 200,000 of it because it's ATS, it's not ETS, where I'll need about all of it, almost. So let me write it down so we're prepared for the next time we are here for this ATS. I'm also running out of space on this one. So we're at $542,253 we ended on. We have 29 garages compared to the 30 we have in ETS. We have 145 trucks compared to the 146 trucks we have in ETS. So like I said, it's not bad. We're just behind a garage and a truck. And when we started last time, we were 4 trucks behind. And we had the same amount of garages. Well, there you go. ETS actually did really, really well yesterday, when you look at it that way. But then again, still, I mean, $1 million more profit in the last 7 days. So how ATS has not climbed back into the lead is absolutely beyond me. The 7-day profit is $1.1 million more than ETS's currently. Anyway, that's it. That'll do. We'll leave it there. And I shall be back tomorrow. Should be. You know me. But I'm planning to be back tomorrow with carry on with The Last of Us. Big thank you to everyone who's come along, whether you've been and gone, still here, watching after the fact, either on the Twitch VOD or the YouTube edits, which is a YouTube channel that Causy's just put a link into chat for you, or you can find it also on my About page, and that will send you over to a YouTube channel that has my VODs from Twitch. So if you want to know how this competition all started, how we got here, that's all over there. All the mods I use in load order. There's a couple of videos of those. It's in the first video, and then I got rid of a couple of mods and did a replacement ones, and that's further on in one of the episodes. I don't know which one it is. You have to go through them to find them. Yeah, that's one way to try and get you to watch. Yeah, plus everything else I've streamed there, the Dyson Spheres, me constantly dying at Call of Duty, other games as well, which escape me at the moment, Farming Sim, Infected, Metro series, which we've yet to finish the third one of the Metro's trilogy, and other ones. Anyway, go ahead, have a look. If you might find something you'd like to watch, you might not. It won't kill you to go and have a look. It's totally up to you. Also, a big thank you to everyone's keeping company and chat with Perry, Causey. Seeing New P9 here was absolutely awesome. It was great to see and catch up with him. Mike was as well. I think it was all today. Oh no, just you guys keeping your company and chat. As always, thank you very much. Makes the stream a lot more interesting, more entertaining for the streamer and people lurking as well as yourselves when we converse between each other. Alright, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream. If I don't, I will see you when I do. Until then, go away, leave me alone and enjoy your weekend until I see you again. Make the most of it, you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, because you're getting into the colder months. Apparently, by this year's going, with the climate, we might have all year round summer. From this day forth, who knows? We'll find out, won't we? Anyway, what are you still doing here? Go away, we'll see you, catch you, have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah. Thanks guys, bye.